Previously on The Ultimate Fighter Redemption.
Next fight's gonna be James Krause versus Hector.
After being picked to fight James Krause, Team Garbrandt's Hector Urbina struggled with his weight cut.
How that one make it, coach?
And quit the competition.
All right, guys, got a new team member, Johnny Nunez.
Cody Garbrandt chose alternate Johnny Nunez as Hector's replacement and Krause's new opponent.
Fight on.
In the third preliminary fight, Season 7 veteran Jesse Taylor of Team Dillashaw defeated Team Garbrandt's Mehdi Baghdad by unanimous decision.
Jesse, call me a bitch one more time.
This has nothing to do with I have more relationship with these guys than I ever did with you.
The animosity between Cody and TJ continued to grow. Now, Team Dillashaw's first overall pick and current UFC fighter James Krause goes to battle against underdog wrestler Johnny Nunez of Team Garbrandt. Who will move one step closer to redemption and become the next Ultimate Fighter?
Had to get stitches?
Yeah.
They did a damn good job.
Great.
Team Dillashaw is now up 3-0 thanks to Jesse Taylor's dominant win over Mehdi Baghdad.
I mean, the support from the team is good, you know what I mean? I know.
Exactly.
It means a lot to me going into a fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
The next fight is going to be James Krause from Team Dillashaw against Johnny Nunez from Team Garbrandt.
The deal that happened to me on the first show it was like when they told me about this opportunity, I've never not one time said, hey, I don't want to do it. I've always been like, yes, I want to do it from day one. And I just wasn't happy with how the first time played out. And I know that I have a contract, but to me it doesn't matter to me. I feel robbed, if you want the truth about it.
There you go. Look right here.
My name is James Krause. I'm 30 years old, and I fought on season 15 of Ultimate Fighter. I fought Justin Lawrence to get into the house.
There you go. Look right here.
My opponent went in to shoot a double leg takedown on me. I changed levels to try to stop it. His head ran into my chin, and I don't remember anything after that. Apparently, I was still moving. I took an illegal knee on the ground.
He's hurt. Oh, wow. Roller coaster.
Oh! That was going down.
He's out.
Yeah.
I feel like I wasn't given like a fair shake, I guess. You know, I don't like to make excuses for myself at all, but I just want to show the world that that was not me that night, and I want to show the world what I'm really made of. Looking back on it, that loss was the best thing that ever possibly happened to me, was me losing on the Ultimate Fighter. It lit a fire underneath me.
After James lost the fight to get into the house on season 15, he went on a very impressive winning streak in other promotions, and we felt it was time to give him a shot in the UFC.
Here we go. James Krause, the newcomer in the weight trunks. The veteran Sam Stout.
He stepped in on short notice and took on the tough, durable Sam Stout and beat him with a nasty submission.
Oh, he's gonna mount him with it. This is nasty. Stout himself free. Man, Krause with a wicked get. It's all over! Wow. James Krause has submitted Sam Stubb.
He's been in the UFC ever since.
Full back mount here by Krause. This is huge. He's under the neck. He's under the neck. Crookshank's in deep trouble. It's all over!
James has had a solid career so far and is riding back-to-back wins right now against Darren Crookshank and Shane Campbell.
James Krause.
I think we could use some of my back hair.
Yeah, we're gonna totally do that.
We're giving TJ a card. We're gonna make a bear and say being on the other team would be unbearable.
Get it?
Happy birthday, TJ.
TJ's birthday came up, and we decided to make him a special card. Since we don't have money, and it doesn't exist here in the Ultimate Fighter world, all we could do is give him a piece of us.
Dude, hey, if you
No.
if you touch me with that thing.
Ew.
I gladly donated some of my hair to make a bear card for him.
That one part of my arm's looking pretty sexy.
You know, like, it was funny for us, but, like, we sincerely, you know, wanted to wish him a happy birthday because he's here spending his birthday in Vegas where, you know, he's not from.
Okay, come on, let me get your navel hair.
You're not getting any of my
It's a
body
good
hair.
amount.
Where are you even gonna put that?
We're gonna glue it to the bear.
That's gross. That is the grossest I've ever seen in my life. You guys are nasty as
Everybody contributed except for me. I put my name on it, and I wish TJ the very happiest birthday, but I don't, I have a thing with body hair, the way it sits, so I don't, I didn't contribute that part.
Oh, no.
Wait, too much?
Can you have too much?
That was disgusting. He's gonna think it's pubic hair.
It's not.
But it's not.
He might not even touch that thing.
I can't get it off. This is a mistake.
Joe, that is disgusting, Joe. I can't even look at you right now.
TJ wouldn't expect anything less from us, you know? We're all a bunch of disgusting guys, and it worked out good.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
He might lick it.
That is gross.
TJ.
What up, what up?
Coach, there's something there for you.
Is this Tom's hair?
No.
Ah, dude, real hair.
That's everyone but James's hair.
It's not pubic hair.
Look at that. I got some team hair on there. That's amazing.
You know, they're awesome. They decided to make me a card. You know, a little gross card, but it was very thoughtful. And not only that, they decided to give me a birthday cake and just kind of bring it all in. You know, it was a cool experience.
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna put it up on the fridge.
It's a great feeling that I know that my fighters, the fighters that I'm coaching, enjoy my company, enjoy to be on my team, and it's a very big compliment.
I can't wait to watch you fight.
Thanks, man. I'm excited. It's been 1 year this month.
Really? Since your last one?
My new opponent is now Johnny Nunez, who's really pretty much the exact opposite of Hector. And that's okay, because I anticipated fighting multiple different people, so I'm ready and I'm prepared for any and all types of styles and matchups and all that good stuff.
I don't know how good of a wrestler he is.
He's not, he never started. MMA wrestling is completely different.
My MMA wrestling.
If you don't have strikes to back up your wrestling,
Yeah.
your wrestling does not work.
Yeah. I'm not really worried about it. I think I can beat him anywhere. So I should be able to.
You will.
Yeah.
I should be able to. You will.
Well, yeah. If I can't beat him everywhere, then we got some problems.
The main coach I've been working with is TJ. Our styles click really well, and I've just been working a lot of striking technique.
Dude, that's a hard punch. James has been looking really good in practice, getting his own flow, relaxing, and just kind of having fun. Yes. Kind of been seeing his true martial artist come out and seeing how good he is, and that's why I picked him first. Yes, give me that.
I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna try to stay long, use my kicks to really expand the range out and make him uncomfortable. My guess is he'll either overcommit on a punch and I'm gonna shoot in underneath, or he is going to shoot it on me, in which I'll stop the takedown and get on top and finish however I can.
Go up, yes. Good, he's gonna be a sucker for that, man. For James Krause to beat Johnny, you know, I think he's gonna use his range and use his slick movement on his stand-up and really use his southpaw stance.
I really want to showcase my skills in front of everybody. I'm not here to win boring decisions. I'm not here to be a boring-ass fighter. I'm here to excite the crowd. I'm here to entertain, and that's what I want to do.
You're flowing better than you were last week. Awesome.
That's good, man.
Yeah. I don't want you doing too much. Oh, yeah.
Now I'm getting my boys up, man.
Some of the guys, aren't drinking, so they're making us drinks. I'm not a big drinker myself.
It's good, though.
There we go.
No, it's good, though.
Hanging with the boys. Good.
Live from the Toyota Center in Houston, we present the FS1 UFC Fight Night Previews.
Set it up.
Go, go, go.
Wow.
Get out.
At the Fighter House, watching the fights, the UFC fights with some of the fighters on the team. We brought in some heavy hitters, Uriah Faber, former world champion, Miesha Tate, brought my girlfriend in, AKA Lunchbox, a lot of my coaching staffs, Justin, Danny. We've been grinding all week, training really hard, coming and hanging out with these guys.
How are you guys doing in here?
Oh, nothing. Watching fights, shooting the water, eating.
Surviving. I decided to come out to the Ultimate Fighter House tonight. I met Cody a few times in passing. I don't really know him that well, actually, but I know Danny Castillo, and I used to train at Team Alpha Male, so I appreciate them inviting me to watch the fights and get to come out and see all the fighters in the house.
Now I'm getting my boys up, man. They gotta get up before they go out.
I was a bartender, and I started mixing up all the drinks, and got Cody.
It's good, bro. Try it, man.
Some of the guys, aren't drinking, so they're making us drinks. I'm not a big drinker myself. Whoa, maybe not.
What?
That's strong.
Oh my gosh, come on, bro.
Clay Guida coming in, he's mixing some shots.
And he's making fireball shots, bro.
He's not a good shot taker.
Everybody was letting loose a little bit. I don't think so much of the fighters, but the coaches sure did, that's for sure.
Mine was strong. You made mine really strong. Hanging with the boys. Where's Guida and that sexy Lexi? I want a sexy Lexi. I'm man. You know it. Hanging with the boys. Hanging with the boys. Good. Good. We're hanging with the boys.
You're gonna look like the biggest douche.
Who gives a
It's always exciting when you got somebody else besides the same other 13 dudes in the house. It's always nice to see some other people get some conversations in.
Is it crazy being back in here again?
Yeah.
Is it weird? Like, never thought you'd have to do that again, huh?
It's like deja vu.
Yeah.
I was on season 22, Conor McGregor versus Uriah Faber, Europe versus USA.
Wrestler against a pure grappler. Pure wrestler against a pure grappler. This is going to be an interesting one.
Fight! I ended up fighting Ryan Hall, which was the winner of the Tough 22 season. I fought him getting into the house. Didn't go my way. Let go. I ended up losing to get in the house, and Faber and Conor had a chance to bring one person back.
He picked Johnny. Welcome back, Johnny.
I fought David Tamer. He was a kickboxer. I think he was like 50-0 kickboxer.
Fight's on.
I felt like I won the first round. He might have got the second. Ended up going to the third round.
Nice knee to the body. Holy.
He might have edged out the third round. I mean, it could have gone either way, so it was a tough fight.
The winner by unanimous decision in sudden victory, David.
It was pretty devastating not being picked up by the UFC after the last show, but you know what? I don't blame him.
I'm nervous, but I'm anxious, actually.
So being here now, it's like this is my last shot. This is the last I gotta give. I'm here to, you know, prove to the world that I belong and handle business.
Johnny wins this fight with mixing it up from shots to takedowns back to strikes and just blending all that together.
Getting feints, getting reads, you know. My game plan is to just knock him out and just make it the ugliest fight that he's ever been in.
Just not today, but normally I'll do that at night, and then during the day, like I'll start with potatoes, rice, and stuff. Yeah. Like just changing, and then at night just go really light, you know?
Yeah.
Like helping me real good.
It's great to be here with Diego. Diego's my teammate back at American Top Team. We're all fighting for the same dream. How can you not be happy when you're surrounding yourself with those type of people?
I'll do like half a pound of like some beef.
Yeah.
And everything else is veggies.
I've known Hyder for I think 3 to 4 years, and American Top Team has a really great bond. You know, all the fighters, and then my coach actually trains him as well. You know, he's close with my brother. And, you know, it's just that mutual respect, man.
Yeah, from the vegetables, it's good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good, man.
Diego is a stud. I love the guy. He's a brother of mine. I don't just consider him a teammate. I don't just consider him a friend. I consider him a brother. I don't want to fight Diego until I have to fight Diego.
We picked Friday too.
Yeah.
Anybody who's ready? Anybody?
Ready, bro.
Who you think about?
I think I'm fighting Joe for Tuesday. I mean, Diego's my teammate back at home, so I don't want to have to fight him the first fight. I'll fight him my second fight. I just want to cause, let's say, like drama.
Yeah.
At my gym, you know?
You train with them?
Yeah, I've trained with them.
How do you feel?
Honestly, it's
honestly, I don't know.
It's an easy fight for me. It's an easy fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny wins this fight with mixing it up, blending his wrestling with strikes and, you know, mixing it up from shots to takedowns back to strikes, just blending all that together.
Head high and eyes up. There you go. Boom, there you go.
Krause likes to lull people into his fights, you know, stay long and use some combos and kicks. What he wants to do is lull Johnny into that, you know, here. Johnny needs to be out here on the end of, you know. So we told Johnny he just has to, you know, turn into a brawl, turn into a, you know, a straight up scrap with this guy. So you have to mix your wrestling from your shots to going up and down and taking them down, but also out here, getting feints, getting reads, you know, making them, because he wants to be comfortable walking, you know, being tall and setting up those combos, those pretty combos and those kicks. Make sure, you know, get him feint, get him biting on those, and you'll land some of them.
So you gotta be dipping, you gotta be feinting, moving all the time.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fighting James Krause. He's still in the UFC. I know he doesn't like to, you know, go very hard. He doesn't like to get in like high-paced fights, but you know, my game plan is to just knock him out, take him down, knock him out, and just make it the ugliest fight that he's ever been in.
We brought Miesha Tate in. She was a former Team Alpha Male member. She also trains with Johnny Nunez day in, day out at Extreme Couture. So it's a huge asset, you know, they're in their training, and then she knows the style and, you know, helps us out with, you know, Johnny as a fighter.
What's your game plan?
He's long. She's gonna stay on the outside and get jab and make it an ugly fight, you know, like he's very slow paced.
Yeah. And I think too, like if you get in and like you start making him tired by like bending his back down, you know what I mean? If you get him in a plum or if you get him in like anything like that, and you can just like be pulling it, and make him tired. Yeah, front headlocks, like pull him down so that he's always having it. That just makes people exhausted. A good old wrestling grind, you know? I noticed Johnny on the treadmill, and of course we're teammates. We train at Extreme Couture together, so I'm a little biased. You know, I want to see him do well in this competition. So just had a little conversation with him about his game plan. You know, he's a wrestler, and I come from a wrestling background, so just, you know, try to give him maybe my thoughts. You guys getting paid this time or what? Yep. Is it? Oh, that's awesome.
That's good.
That is good.
And a $5,000 finish bonus.
Sweet.
Finish him.
Snap, stab, Gillo.
I think, you know what I think they would try to do if we didn't pick Diego? Diego versus Justin, you know what I mean? And then when I say make Hyder fight Diego and take him out.
They don't want to fight, but it's not his choice.
We'll ask him, like, hey, I'll get a read up. Hey, man, you say you didn't take Diego out. I think that's what we're going to go with. Yeah. Well, I was just asking the fighters, you know, how they felt against other matchups with the ones going, asking everybody. And we asked Hyder, you know, how do you feel against Diego? And Hyder said, hey, I feel like it was an easy fight for me. You know, I know he's his teammate and his boy. But, I mean, you got to think of this. This is a strategy. How do you feel about fighting Diego?
I can do a second fight against him, you know?
Then you said it's an easy fight, take him out, you know?
Only problem is, like, his head coach is, like, my head coach. It's just going to cause mad drama at my
Is it your journey or is it his journey?
It's my journey.
Exactly.
I had asked to fight Joe Daddy. Nothing personal. He's a legend in the game, and I thought stylistically we matched up well. And then when they told me that I was going to be fighting Diego, it was a curveball, man.
I mean, you don't want to do it, but this is I think this is the matchup we want. We get one pick. We want to take someone out.
You want to get to the top, it's your journey. You know, I said, if that's an easy fight for you, okay, then you're going to take that fight.
Every time you guys spar, you put them down every time?
No, I mean, we don't. I don't spar like that. Right. I spar technically, you know. But like it's a confident fight. You know?
Is there a situation where he dominates anything?
Stylistically, it's my style.
You think he beats you anywhere?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
First to the scale, Johnny Nunez.
I'm pushing for Johnny, man. He's got nothing to lose.
James Krause.
James is the most experienced guys in this house, man. I see James getting this win, man.
I got my sisters, my stepdad's died 6 months ago. My mom's in prison, so.
Oh, damn.
She couldn't take him, so I had to take both my sisters in. That's why I had to pull out.
How old are they?
Bro, you just gotta be like, that sucks, bro. I had no clue.
It's life, man. Well, it was crazy because my sisters are 11 and 21. And my stepdad got cancer, and he pretty much raised me since I was like 6 or 7, so, you know, it wasn't like, hey, I was close to him.
Yeah.
And he got cancer. We thought he was gonna die like 4 years ago, and the deal where he came to me, he's like, hey, man, like mom's just not, you know, doing what she needs to be doing. You know, would you be willing to take on your sister? I said, yeah, and it just, like, I always knew it was coming, but I never thought the day would come, you know what I mean? And then it was a slow, grueling death.
Cancer's ugly.
Yeah, it really was.
Just recently, my stepdad passed away. He was caring over my 2 sisters. My mom is not really in a parental position to be caring for anyone right now. So I had to take in both of my sisters. One is 11 years old, the other is 21 years old. 21-year-old, she's on her own feet, and she recently moved out. She's doing well, but now I have custody of my 11-year-old sister, Lily. Coming home from my trip to Denver, a 9-hour drive.
Hi, honey. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Put your hat on. Family life at home is pretty simple. I mean, I have my 18-month-old daughter and my 11-year-old sister that lives with me. It's weird to say, like, I have a daughter and my sister lives with me too, but essentially, you know, I'm playing the role of dad to her as well.
Say hi to Dad.
My wife is a phenomenal mother to my sister and to my daughter, and like I said, I can be gone these 6 weeks in this tournament knowing that everything's gonna be great at home. I've been through a lot in my life, and I don't really I don't feel bad or terrible about it. I'm indifferent on it, and I think it's been a great thing for me. I think it's made me the person I am today. So for me, I don't know any other way other than the way that's happening right now, and I'm happy. You know, we have a great family. I own 2 MMA gyms in Kansas City. Both are Glory MMA and Fitness. We have 2 different locations. We have some past contestants out of there. Eric Marriott didn't make it on the show. He lost his fight to get in the house. Anthony Gutierrez, Zach Cummings. Most recently, Tim Elliott, the winner of the last season. He's one of my main training partners. I'm so glad and fortunate to have him and all the guys out of my gym. I think that is an advantage, you know, because they can help me with their experiences. They've been through it and they know about it a lot. So I think that they've done a good job of kind of prepping me for what's to come in this tournament.
Gentlemen, welcome to the weigh. First to the scale, Johnny Nunez.
I'm pushing for Johnny, man. You know, as a young kid, he's got nothing to lose. Like, this is, like, the best situation for him.
170 pounds.
He can go out there, let it fly, and take a big chunk of their momentum away from them, getting their #1 pick out the tournament.
Next to the scale, James Krause.
James versus Johnny would be a great fight, you know. James is the most experienced guys in this house, man, and I think Johnny is the one with the less fights, so we'll see how it goes. I know Johnny's a pretty good wrestler, but man, I don't see him doing anything with James, man. He's just got too much for him, you know, on the feet, he moves too much.
170 pounds.
If he does take James down, there's no way he's gonna hold him down or stop his submission, so I see James getting this win, man.
This is the second time that Johnny Nunez has gotten another chance on The Ultimate Fighter, and it's probably going to be his last. So let's see if he can deliver. So James Krause is actually the only fighter this season who's still under contract with the UFC. So I would imagine that he has to be the favorite to win the $250,000. You know, the thing about him is he's never forgotten losing that fight to get into the house on season 15. And now he finally gets his chance to redeem that loss.
I don't think James is here for the right reasons. I think he's here just to get some TV time.
I want people at home to want to watch me fight. That's why I'm here. I mean, I don't need the money.
It's game time, dude.
Bring the violence.
Strawberry blueberries.
Oh,
chocolate and ice cream.
Hell yeah. Have some today.
Cheesecake.
What's your favorite?
Where are you?
Usually when I do poetry, I'm kind of the laughing stock. This time I started sharing my poetry and everyone loves it.
Cheez-Its, a food of the past. Let's all eat cheesecake and be happy at last.
Who's got next?
It actually is kind of cool to see that I'm inspiring people through poetry. Who would know? Not me. I hope I don't hurt my right knee. I really like to be a bumblebee, but I'm just big old JT.
Coming from the heart now.
Gilbert's like a rap style poet.
You got muscles, and you know how to tussle. You the man with a bald head, looking like a nutsack. But I'm not gonna judge.
Joe, he's a little more direct. He needs some work on his poetry.
I get up when I'm down. I go another round. Woo! No one can hold me down.
No matter who Palmer was, we all like gave him props, you know.
Win, loss, doesn't really matter. As long as I do the ladder.
You know, in your mind, you thinking to yourself, that was really bad. That was like, you can't get no worse.
We have a fearless leader, and through victory,
He's the gold seeker. We were like, good job, man. I felt that right there, right here. Hey, woo. Motivating and inspiring.
Come on, come on, come on. Okay, come on, come on, James. Come on, James. Come on, James.
Those are times that you're gonna remember, okay? Those are times you're gonna look back and you're gonna smile and say, man, that was pretty awesome.
Wow, that was, I guess, no words to be said.
I think we just made Jesse's day.
Yeah.
I don't really believe in rituals. I don't really believe in superstition. I don't believe in luck, but there's a couple things that I really enjoy doing. I enjoy getting a pedicure close to my fight. For me, having fun out there and getting my feet underneath me is a key part of victory. So taking care of my feet, the thing that drives the engine, you know, it's important. You know, it's not just about punching. It's about footwork and it's about movement.
We lost the first 3 fights, so I'm looking to be that hero. I'm looking to come in there and get us our first win, something to get the momentum going back our way. You know, I got to make it ugly, and this is my last shot, and I got 2 rounds to prove it.
I like to dress up. You know, I walk into my fights in a suit, and I think for the people that look at me and say maybe I'm a pretty boy and I don't know how to fight, I mean, those people generally learn the hard way of what I'm about.
I'm ready when you are, sir. All right, take your time.
I like feeling successful, and I like projecting that to others as well.
I don't think James is here for the right reasons. I think he's here just to get some TV time. It's one opportunity that somebody's worked really hard for that he's taking a spot of.
Yes, sir.
Control that breath.
You're already 100% now.
There's not one spot in this fight you don't win, right? Better everywhere. Time to show off.
He doesn't belong here, so, you know, maybe I just need to take his job.
Train hard for this right here. It's the opportunity you're working for. You control the pace, remember that. You control the pace.
I can't be doing this forever, so this might be really my last shot to get into the UFC. Just excited to get in there and just, you know, show what I'm all about.
Game time, dude.
I want to be exciting. I want people at home to want to watch me fight. That's why I'm here. I mean, I don't need the money.
You better be ready, buddy, because I'm coming out. I'm coming out there and I'm gonna knock you out.
I'm a skillful sniper, ready to shoot.
Let's go, Johnny.
Let's go, Johnny.
All right. Good to see.
Root in feet. Have some fun, baby. A lot of feints.
All right, gentlemen, this fight will be decided by 2 5-minute rounds. If in the event the judges have not reached a decision after those 2 rounds, we'll go to a sudden victory overtime. Ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Johnny, hands up. Good push, baby. Good push.
Good job, man. Keep your head up, Johnny.
Tough fight.
Keep your head up, Johnny.
James and Johnny's fight starts very fast. You know, Johnny comes at him hard, you know, bringing the fight to him, which I thought he would as well. You know, he's got a disadvantage with the reach, and so I knew he was gonna have to come hard at him to be able to hit him, and that's what he did.
Nice, Johnny, nice, nice, Johnny. Johnny immediately takes the center. You know, we told him to set a high pace, turn into a brawl, and he's doing just that. He's pushing the pace, he's landing some shots on Krause. Nice! Johnny lands some overhand rights, stepping off, making great angles. James slips. Johnny goes for almost a Darce choke. He just didn't feel like it was secure, and he went back to the feet.
At this point in the fight, I'm actually pretty impressed with Johnny able to control the pace on the stand-up and control the striking. But James lands a big knee and that drops Johnny.
Keep working! Yes!
Johnny didn't know where he was at. He was fighting off instinct, you know, and James ended up circling around the back, punched him a little bit, softened him up, got the hooks in, and, you know, flattened him out, and then sunk in the rear naked choke, and Johnny tapped.
Winner and advancing to the next round, James Krause.
Good job, baby. Hell of a fight, boys. From the beginning of the season, I've been super confident in my team that we were going to win, you know, most of the fights. And right now, we're 4-0. You know, I'm pumped, and I keep my fingers crossed we're going to get a clean sweep.
Is your hands okay?
Yeah, my hands are fine.
Are your purple toenails okay? Yeah. You didn't chip a nail?
I wouldn't say that I'm ecstatic about my performance, but I think just with a couple of small adjustments, I'll be able to get ready for the second round, because I know whoever's in the second round is going to be a much more difficult opponent. Anytime you can pull off a win in this tournament, I think it's a good thing.
I'm proud of you. It's a big guy.
It's okay. I gave up.
Yeah?
I'd say hit me in the liver.
Yeah. That was a really good fight, though.
I got trigger happy. You know, I smelled blood, and I just kind of lost thought of, you know, going back to the takedown and coming back upstairs. He's in the UFC right now, you know, so it kind of gives me a gauge on how I match up to those guys. You know, nine more fights out of 10, you know, I'm putting them away. I'm knocking them out. Just didn't go my way.
Next fight pick, Diego Lima. Versus Haider Hassan.
You know, anytime you're having the legends of the sport, you know, telling you this is what we need, you can't say no. It's just like when the UFC calls you, they tell you, listen, man, you're fighting, and you say, all right, let's do it. It's definitely super awkward.
Boy for life, bro. You already know. So good.
Man, when Cody picked that, I just thought to myself right away, wow, he's picking emotionally, you know? He's just mad because he lost fights and picked what we both didn't want, you know? But it's going to be a little harder for Haider.
Yeah, I love you, bro, man.
Haider made it all the way to the finale on season 21, but ended up, you know, coming up short. He's an impressive striker, but he had way too many holes in his game, and according to him, he's worked hard on becoming a more well-rounded fighter, and he's ready to prove that he belongs in the UFC.
No friendships here.
Diego Lima was the middleweight runner-up on season 19, and, you know, we gave him a shot in the UFC, but it turned out that he wasn't ready. He's the youngest guy here at 28, and he's in his fighting prime right now. And he's got a damn good shot in this competition.
On the next episode of The Ultimate Fighter Redemption.
Bro, you already know.
Two friends get ready to face off in the octagon. Season 21 finalist Hyder Hassan hopes to use his heavy hands to finally turn things around for Team Garbrandt. Facing off against Hyder will be his American Top Team teammate and Season 19 runner-up, Diego Lima, who will be putting it all on the line for his family.
For me to do this again, to leave them again, you know, there's no way I'm letting them down.
Who will become the next Ultimate Fighter?